So the shop is a ongoing project along with the 125-year-old house. So, this one is one that I've been meaning to get to for a while. I know it needs paint, and no, I'm not starting with that, but that's primarily because I hate paint and I got some wood rot to replace up there. So I promise I'll get to the paint eventually. So one look and you can kind of see why I want to save these doors. I mean, this is very old, and so the idea is that I want to restore them back to the original. So there's a lot of things that I've had to do to them so far. I mean, they would drag on the concrete a little bit. They didn't line up. At the top, we've got some differences. In the middle, we've got a difference in the gap. So I've got new hardware for these doors. And so a lot of that's getting changed out. The barrel bolts at the bottom and the top. But what I want to work on right now is the gap, right? So this is a nifty trick that you can do that will help a lot. Just apply a little force like that, and you'll get some of those seams to start going back together the way they're supposed to. And this is something you don't want to go full ham on. You just want to do a little bit of it and see what kind of result you're getting. And pay attention to the areas that need it the most. Like on mine, the door at the top had the least amount of space between the doors. So I want to start with that. And now I have a pretty consistent gap in there. So another little thing I've done on these doors in particular is I've installed one of these turnbuckles on both of these doors because they've got a lot of age on them and they're going to constantly need to be adjusted a little bit. This is a really simple thing. You can get it in the aisle at Lowe's near the gate hardware. And basically, when you turn that turnbuckle, you can lower the door down, or you can twist it and raise the door up. That way you can consistently always keep this thing right where you want it to be, especially with a double door. It's going to get a lot of abuse. It's right here at my table saw, so it's going to get opened a lot. And with that kind of use, I want something that's going to make it. Okay, so what I'm looking at is consistent gap from top to bottom, consistent gap across the top, and I don't want it to drag on the floor anymore. So no more scrapey scrape noise. That's what we want. So I've already got this one adjusted the way that I want it for that one. That's good. I'm going to be swapping out the hardware at the top and the bottom to something newer, a little bit stronger. Just pick these up at Lowe's. They're barrel bolts. These are 4-inch ones. I won't use all the parts and pieces that come with it, but the point is that this door is stationary most of the time. This door will be for going in and out. Now, with this project, one of the problems is, I don't know if you can tell that, but adjusting these doors exactly like I want them. Remember, guys, they're very old, right? So they've got a lot of sag and change that's happened over the year, and this house has been owned by multiple families, and multiple people have done repairs over the years. So now I'm doing my repair. Well, what happened with this particular case is that the catch on the stationary door is way too low. All right, so the first thing I've got to do is adjust that, get it raised up to the right height so that this will work. this case, what I'm going to do is I'm going to mark this guy on the door. Get my big head out of the way so you can see what I'm doing. He's going to hit right there and right there. So now I can see where this guy needs to go. So let's do that. Does anybody know why all older hardware was installed with flatheads? I hate a freaking flathead. I mean, nowadays flatheads are only good for electricians for some reason. I don't understand it. I don't know the science about it. I could probably Google it and figure it out, but every bit of hardware in this house that we've had to repair or change out, and the same thing out here in the shop, it's all flatheads. They're so aggravating. I hate a flathead screw. All right. I'm just going to use the same piece, and I can see the marks that I made earlier. And so now I know where this guy needs to go in order to catch properly. And what I want to do is mark the inside of the door right through this hole. That way I know where I need to be and where I need to move it to. You also want to mark the top, because we have to do a little bit of chisel work, right? And it's already chiseled out enough on the bottom. And guys, this is not going to look 100% beautiful when I'm done, but it's a shop. So, you know, you can get away with a lot more in the shop than you can in the house, where it has to be beautiful. This I want to be functional, which is why I'm not worried about painting it right now. I want it to be very functional and able to lock up everything that I've got in the shop. Chisel work. All right, let's see what we got. Well, that was total garbage. Fuck that. Stupid ass flatheads. Fuck them. Bah. Yes! All right, next on the list. Next on the list of be gone is this stuff. Again, flathead. Jesus. This is the back door, and you can see I did the same thing at the bottom on that, but I'm going to install a door lock there, just like I did on the front, double door, and I can videotape that. Just let me know in the comments if that's something y'all would like to see. So I know the kind of stuff that I like to watch. I don't know what kind of stuff you guys like to watch. So if I ever post something up, or you want to see more of something, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. Obviously, I'm trying to grow this channel. Not my first time trying to grow a channel. Last time didn't go so great. I'm trying to get better at it. I'll take the pointers. I'll take the constructive criticism, all that good stuff. Just, we'll see where this goes.